Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back out here to another video, and today we have to get started on beans. Last episode we did on this, we ended up finishing the rest of the corn, and I think we ended up finishing the corn, and now we need to move on to beans here. So I ended up selling quite a few loads of corn, and we got up to $86,000, and that's what we have right now. I already got the bean head out this morning, the combine's sitting there by the shop, and also we have about 870 bushels of corn on the Peterbilt there, and we need to go get that taken in. We need to switch the corn head for the bean head on this header cart here. I don't know that the MacDon will fit on this, but we're gonna try it anyway. But we're gonna have to run that into town, and I spilled a little corn there. We don't talk about that. And yeah, so we have a busy agenda today. And first off, we're gonna take the Peterbilt, and we're gonna run into town. Alrighty, well currently we have about 837 bushels on here, and that's all that we had left for the rest of the field. And yeah, so we have probably, I don't know, 250 acres, 400 acres of beans yet to do. And whenever we get started on that, then that should probably be an all-day thing. But we need to go get this truck unloaded first so we can have extra storage. The grain cart is also put in the shed. We cleaned it out from the corn. So yeah, we have a busy agenda today. We're gonna go ahead and head on up here to the co-op, and we'll see you when we get there. Alrighty, well we're just now pulling on in here to the co-op, and we need to get out and open the tarp up so we can get in there. So we're gonna stop here, open up the tarp, and then we're gonna pull on into the pit. Well, I forgot I ended up having the electric tarp on here. I thought it was still the old one where it was the crank, but it's not anymore. So we're gonna pull on here to the pit and get to unloading. Well, we ended up making about 15 grand off that load of corn there, and so that is the rest of the corn for the season, since we didn't end up storing any of it. So now we should be able to get on to beans today, and that should have a 10 times better profit for us. So anyway, we're gonna head on back to the farm here, and we'll catch you when we get there. Alrighty, we just pulled on back in here to the farm now, and we're gonna pull this back down here because we don't really need it right now. And we still have to get everything cleaned out. Like, I still got to clean out the combine and do all that stuff, switch all the settings over to beans so we're not losing much out of the back. And then we have to get this corn head off, so I need to get this turned around. I should probably unhook the 94 off the fuel trailer, get this taken off here. We need to pressure wash it and do all that stuff, clean it up because it is nasty. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get started on that, and then we need to run through the MacDon here and make sure we're good to go. Also, we need to put fuel in the 8910, or I think it's 8930, but anyway, so we need to do that yet, and we just have a really busy day planned. Anyway, we're gonna do that, and we'll catch you when we get done. Alrighty, well, we got those adjusted there, and we got everything adjusted that we can adjust here and not just learning out in the field. That is everything. We ran through everything, we greased everything, make sure everything is good. And also, we got the corn head unloaded, we put it back there. We still need to work on that and get it cleaned out. But I also raked all the excess corn in the bottom of the hopper out, and raked it out on the ground because it's no good anymore. It got rained in. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and more than likely, I've looked at it. I don't think our MacDon can fit on this easy header cart. I don't think it can fit on this. So what we're gonna have to do is, I think we're just gonna have to run down the road with it, which is not a very smart idea, but I guess we're just gonna have to try it because that's our only thing. So we're gonna have to like shut down the road and all that stuff because this is a 30-foot head, and this is gonna take up every little bit of the road. So anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and get the 2366 hooked up to the MacDon there, and we're gonna go ahead and get on harvesting beans. Oh yeah, well I forgot to mention, we need to get this grain cart out with the case on it. We need to get this backed out, and I forgot we still have to clean out this and do all the stuff like that. And this flagging is getting kind of wore, so we may have to end up replacing this sometime. I don't think we're gonna worry about it doing this fall, but we're gonna have to do it sometime here because it is getting awful worn, and it's slowly getting worse for unloading. And looks like I backed into my door because I forgot to open the other side. Anyway, we're gonna get this backed out. I'm gonna clean this out, and then we can move on to the 2366 MacDon. But anyway, we're gonna do this real quick, and I'll catch you here in a little bit. Alrighty, go ahead and pull this slide here. There we go. The grain cart is now officially cleaned out, and also I ended up loading the MacDon on it. It's a heavy load, but I got it the best that I can to get it to work, and I think it's just gonna have to do for now until probably next year because we're hanging off a ways. So we'll have to get that addressed. For now, it's gonna work, and we don't have to go overly far. But it's better to have it on a cart than having to take up the entire road. We already take up enough room with the 2366 and stuff like that. But anyway, we're gonna take the old 94 over to our first field there. We're gonna run a a moisture test. I'm just gonna hope it's already gonna be pretty good, so because we don't have dryers on those bins, so we have to have it pretty precise to get it to dry. So anyway, we're gonna head on over there now, and we'll catch you when we get there. Alrighty, well, we're just now pulling on the gravel road here. This is our neighbor's farm again. Remember, we ended up cutting this cornfield on a live stream. We ended up getting that one cut, and then we also cut the cornfield back out there, and now we're on to the bean field, and I'm still actually not quite sure how to get to it, because I think we have to pull in here. I'm not quite sure, but this is also kind of nice to have because we can store some equipment here while we're doing it, while we're combining at least. And let's see if I can see my bean field. Oh, here it is. It's just right back out here, so we're good there. I'm gonna pull the truck down here with the header cart, and I'm gonna unhook this header cart, and then we will be back, and we're gonna go out there and check for moisture and see how good it is and see if we're good to go. Alrighty, well, I got my little moisture tester here, and we're gonna run out here and let's see, grab pods here, crunch it up, and looks like we are actually pretty good on moisture, which is going to be really nice. And yeah, so we're going to have to get this knocked out. It's a little on the wetter side, but it should dry out by the time we get done combining, which that's my hoping. So we're going to go ahead and, like I said, get this header cart unhooked, and we're going to go get the combine, the grain cart, and the semi. And so yeah, we're going to do that real quick, and we'll catch you when we get back. Alrighty, we're back at the farm here, and I think we are going to grab the combine to where we can hopefully get the end rows knocked out before we get full. So we're going to grab the 2366, and we're going to head on down there and get started. Alrighty, well, we're just now pulling in with the combine here, and we're gonna go over here and get our bean head hooked on, and we're gonna go ahead and get these end rows knocked out, or we may actually just end up going back and getting all the rest of the equipment, because we still have to get the grain cart and all that stuff here. So we're gonna hop out here. I'm gonna hook up the hydraulics, and I'm gonna hook up the PTO real quick, and yeah, then we should be good to go. Alrighty, let's get the PTO hooked up there, and let's go ahead and get our hydraulics. There we go. So we are good to go now, and so this is all ready to go. So we're gonna leave this running here. I'm gonna hike it back out there to the farm, and I'm gonna grab the grain cart, and at the moment I don't think we really need the semi, but anyway, so we're gonna go do that real quick, and I'll catch you when we get back. Oh man, that was a terrible run. I need to get in shape. But anyway, we're back here at the 8930, and we're gonna take this over there. Then we're gonna get started combining beans today. Alrighty, well, we're now just pulling on in here, and we're gonna leave this running most of the time out here, and go ahead and turn our hazards off, and we're gonna go get started with beans. I'm probably gonna put you guys on a time lapse here, so we're gonna go park this down here, and we're gonna go ahead and get started cutting beans. Alrighty, well, we're just backing out here now, and we're gonna go out here and make sure our settings are correct, and yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and do our little test sample right here. Go ahead and turn on our combine here. Looks to be everything's doing right. Go, and we're gonna get to cutting here. Getting currently the yield monitor says 104 bushels an acre right now, but we're gonna hop out here and we're gonna check how we're doing. Alrighty, well, back here looks to be there's a bean, there's a bean, there's a bean, there's a bean, but other than that, we're not that bad. So we're gonna go ahead and just say we're just gonna go ahead and run it, and yeah, so we're gonna go ahead, get the end rows knocked out, and then we can get on our down and back passes. So we'll catch you here in a little. Now, and now we're gonna run over there to the grain cart, and we're gonna get the grain cart, and we're gonna bring it over here, and yeah, so we're gonna go do that real quick, and we'll catch you when we get done. Over here at the grain cart now, and it seems to be these beans are yielding really well, so that's really good. And we're gonna run over here and get the combine unloaded, and then we're gonna get started on our down and backs, and yeah, so that'll make our life a lot easier. But anyway, we're gonna go dump these beans real quick, and yeah, so we're gonna get back started again after we get these dumped, and we'll catch you when we get started again. Alrighty, well we need to run down and get the semi now, and because this grain cart is gonna be full with this last dump here, and then we're gonna fill the semi, and then we should be good to go. And let's see, we gotta get awful close here. We're dumping on the wrong side, but it doesn't really matter. I mean it does, but to an extent. But anyway, we're gonna get this done. I'm gonna run down and get the semi, and we'll catch you when we get. Alrighty, well we're back with the semi here, and we are going to park it down here right along the field here. And let's see, we're gonna park her right there. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's gonna do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and yeah, so anyway, we'll catch you in the next one. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and hopefully we'll catch